doing? Bella here once again. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, and I want to officially welcome new subscribers to my channel. Those who've not been here, please feel at home. Here we talk about anything and everything, and you are free to discuss any matter with me that you want me to bring to this channel. So today I want to be quick and brief. I want to talk about something that has really been bothering me, and that is gender-based violence. You realize that, I don't know if you people have been watching news lately. Anytime you switch on your TV, anytime you go to the radio, anytime you go to social media, you find all forms of violence. A couple has pushed the other, on a building. Some has stabbed the other. People are poisoning each other. My God, what's going on, guys? What's going on? I don't know what happened to our people. What happened to our society? What are some of the things that are making people go through these things? And oftentimes you find that most of these forms of violence are centered towards relationships, couples, young people, it's not even old people. I don't know what's going on. And this actually has really been rampant on Thika Road. You find that I've heard about 3 or 4 stories where people pushed each other, in a story building. Like, what's happening? I really want to understand what's going on. Is it because we are not taking time to know our spouses? Is it because people are damaged? Is it because we have so many untold stories that we do not share out there? What could be some of the reasons people are going through this? So I was discussing with another friend of mine the other day, and we just realized that nowadays we have a lot of peer pressure in our communities or in our societies that is pushing people to get into relationships. Like, for example, you see someone in a relationship and you're not in a relationship, so you may be forced to enter a relationship, or perhaps you just enter that relationship well without any form of force, but you realize along the way that the person you're with is a very violent person. It only starts sometimes with a slap. It starts with a pinch. It starts with a little push. It starts with a this. I don't know how they call this. The moment you do not address those forms of, those actions, that's when violence keeps brewing. Like, sometimes I was talking to another friend of mine some time back, and this girl we were in campus. This girl was in a very abusive relationship. So the boyfriend was also our schoolmate at the time in law school, and this guy really used to beat our friend. But then again, you talk to this girl and ask her. She used to come from a good family. They were not suffering. So one would wonder, why is this girl with this man, knowing very well this man is a violent man? But then again, this girl would tell us, this is like a 21-year-old. She would tell us, so if I leave him, where do I go? My God, you're just 21. You can go anywhere. You have a whole life before you. You have so many things you can do with your life. Why are we allowing ourselves to live in societies that are violent? Could it be because we come from we've watched our parents, especially our mothers, go through violence with our fathers? Could it be? I'm just thinking, because there's a time I was given a matter to handle of domestic violence, and I was discussing with this client of mine. She was telling me, Wakili, I cannot just leave. She was really beaten. Like, it was even, doctors were even saying it was a miracle that this mama survived. But then again, you would sit and wonder and ask her, why would you still? My question actually is, why do people stay? That is what I want to understand. So some of the responses I've been getting are scary. People say, I stay because of children. I stay because I don't think anyone else can love me. I stay because it's hard to start again. I stay because people will laugh at me that have been left. My God, why are we allowing our community to continue allowing such behaviors? Is it that we do not have enough advocacy awareness? And I just went and visited a certain mental health practitioner, and this guy was telling me, we are product of our environment. For example, if you look at oftentimes women who have gone through gender-based violence, especially from their spouses, their husbands, you find that their daughters end up like them because they are so used to accepting to be beaten. They're so used to, it's okay to be beaten. Like, it's something that you can forgive. It's something you can live with. So you find that a woman is really beaten, a woman is really butchered. Like, sometime back, I was in court. We had just gone to court, but then there was another matter that was going on in that particular court. So we would hear, it was an issue, of course, of a woman who had been beaten by the husband until the front teeth had been all removed. But when this woman was brought to the witness deck, now they were asking her now the ordeals of what happened and all that. To their surprise, you cannot believe what this mama said. This woman said, "Your Honor," now Your Honor is now the judge, "Your Honor, my husband did not even beat me in a bad way. He was just disciplining me." My God. Did you hear that? He was just disciplining me. So, and this was actually in Kericho. So you're just thinking, like, some women are actually very okay with being beaten. Like, sometime back in the village, there was a grandmother of a woman of very old age. She's now late. She used to be beaten actually by the husband even until her 70s. Then it got to a point where this husband, I think because he was old, he could not beat her anymore. So this woman started crying. She was so worried. Like, she even called elders. She called elders. Do you know what this woman told the elders? That I don't think my husband loves me anymore. Because then the elders asked him, "Why do you think your husband doesn't love you anymore?" Then this lady said, "He does not beat me nowadays." So you can imagine that we are in a society where people believe that violence is the way out. Violence is love. So, and now back to my topic today. Young people are really killing each other. Is it that we do not have enough awareness creation in terms of gender-based violence? Is it that people are rushing to relationships? Talk to me. I want to really understand what's happening. As a people, what can we do to change this narrative? Like today morning I woke up, my cousin had just sent me a screenshot of a man who stabbed his girlfriend at Chikenin in Kitengela, because this woman was seeing another man. These guys were colleagues, but then the woman, started seeing another man in the same enterprise or in the same business. So this guy was on leave. The said boyfriend was on leave. Then he just came back. Boom! He stabbed the girl. I mean, what happened to dialogue? What happened to people just sitting down and talking over issues? What brought anger? Why are we so angry? Yeah, it is actually scary. So in this discussion today, I wanted us as a people, you can share in terms of your comments and everything on what you think we should do as a society to save our people. And it's not only women, even men are being killed. Yeah. What is happening to our judiciary? What is happening to our police? And what are they doing to solve these forms of violence? Yeah. I want to understand what the society is doing, especially the responsible stakeholders, like, for example, the police, the judiciary, and all that. Are we having enough? Don't we have enough? Enough laws? I don't think our problem is the laws. Yeah. So I want us to come together and find a solution to save our country, to save our people from these forms of violence. Yeah. It's okay to leave. It's okay to leave. You can always start again. If you started with this particular person, and then sometimes you hear some people saying, like, you have a very violent spouse, then they tell you, even if you leave, no one else will love you. Baby girl, baby boy, someone will love you. A narcissist will make you feel like no one else can take you in. And that is what I'm trying to fight today. You can always move out, even if you're 50 years old, you're around 100 years old. When you feel enough is enough, do not wait for a second slap. One time, one slap is enough. Because it starts from one slap, the next time it will be a kick, the next time it will be, they bang you on the doors and everything. The next time we'll be finding a corpse. So the day you say you condone violence, this day when someone says sorry, you take them back. The day when someone writes you a message and says, I will never do that again, trust me, they will do that again. We are living in very different times. Nowadays, people do not want to listen. People are so erratic. People are so in a hurry. People are damaged. What can we do to save our people? Someone is coming from a family where the father used to really batter the mother. This person thinks that it's okay to batter the wife or the girlfriend. Someone is coming from a place where they never felt love. So they do not even know how to give that love to someone else. So let's try and when we meet people, let's try and learn these people. I know I had a lady who told me he was never violent to me. I was so shocked the day he just came and really beat me badly. Could it be that people are hiding? Yeah, I think some of these things should be introduced in our institutions of education, because we don't know what's really happening. Yeah. So my message today is, do not keep quiet. Report violence. Violence is violence. Report all forms of violence. Do not keep quiet. And when you feel like you are oppressed in a relationship, leave. It's okay to be single. There's nothing wrong being single. You are born single. You are not born with someone. Even your mother cannot dictate to you, because they are your mother, that you should stay. I hear some cases where mothers tell their girls, stay, where will you go? A woman is supposed to persevere. Do not persevere. Do not accept violence. And for men, when you go to have a very violent spouse, it's okay to cry. It's okay to report. Don't feel like when you report, people will think you are a lesser man. Report. Go report. That's the only way we will be able to curb these forms of violence as a community. That's the only way we'll be able to curb and to fight violence as a society. We have very many people dying in their homes in silence because they cannot speak, because when they speak, people will say, you are a man. Why couldn't you defend yourself? Women are suffering in their homes because they can't leave, because they feel no one else can love them, because they feel the society will judge them for leaving their homes. It is okay to leave. You can always start again. So kindly, let's share this video widely and let's try and find a solution. I'm going to contact a couple of organizations dealing in gender-based violence, so that we can see what we can do as a society to help solve the rising number of violence in people nowadays. If it's awareness creation, if it's advocacy, if it's empowerment to people, we need to do that. Even if it means visiting homes and see how we can get people counseling. People are damaged, like I told you. People need therapy, yeah? And we are so used to stomaching things until when you cannot take it any longer, the next minute, boom, you're okay. People should be taught that when a relationship is not working, it is okay to leave. Do not stay for the sake of how women usually say, I stayed because of the kids. Yeah. So guys, today this was just a brief video. It's just me trying to look for solutions to save our people. If you have ideas on how we can handle these rising numbers of violence, kindly do not hesitate to write your comment there. I will also leave my email address on the description, so that you can share with me if you have stories of women or people who you think have been silenced, who are going through a lot but they're not able to talk. Kindly, you can write them to me so that we can see how we can help these people. We can save at least a life. I am tired of every day waking up and finding someone has died, someone has been pushed on a building, someone has been stabbed, someone has been poisoned. Oh boy, this is too much. This is too much. Let's raise our hands. Let's join hands together and see how we can save our people. Once again, thank you so much, guys, for subscribing to my channel. Let's say no to all forms of violence. Thank you so much, and bye. Let's continue discovering with Bella.